What's up, everybody? Coming at you with a new series on YouTube. So, we are going to be playing Mr. Mime solo queue all the way to master rank in Pokemon Unite. I've been playing a ton of Pokemon Unite, love the game, got to masters super easily with some friends, but I had a lot of people saying it's impossible to carry in solo queue, Mime is not a carry, and that I only got to masters because of my friends. That is so far from the truth. I hope through this series you guys are going to learn what a beast Mr. Mime is, and you could even pick up some tips to help you carry your solo queue games. So without further ado, let's jump into the first round. So this was actually a Mr. Mime jungle game. I don't like taking Mime jungle. Sure, I'll take the early levels, but his clear is just not very good. Everyone else called a lane though, so, you know, we ran with it. I'm not really used to the break points. I don't know the best way to clear minions, so bear with me. We don't talk about the misses. It's fine. It's fine. But something really important, and something that you guys are going to see through this series is those Ludicolo and Bouffalant buffs, alright? Those are so important, and I feel like they get neglected, especially in this, like, great / expert tier. Those buffs spawn once every minute. So you take a look here. We killed this one at 9:25. It's going to be back at 8:25 again. So if you see your jungler committing somewhere else for over a minute while those are up, take them. If you think they're going to be gone for 1 minute, take them. That is so much experience for your team that is wasted by sitting in the jungle. We lose a little bit of farm up top, but we'll take that down for later. Remember, they are farming super efficiently up top. That might be a thing that we can use to help us. They're going really deep bottom for some reason. Again, being in the jungle, you want to help your laners out, but if they're going to run into them, there's not a lot you can do. I'm taking a look. I'm thinking that if our Machop plays it cool, we might get a kill, but he gives away that I'm there. No big deal. We'll just pressure the bees. Make sure to avoid the Mime wall. He's not level 4, luckily, so... actually, he was level 4. I don't know why he didn't level up his move. Anyway, second most important part of jungling, take these middle camps. If you take these middle camps away from the enemy team, that is so many levels over the course of the game. I say as Machop comes out of the bush to steal one. Jesus. Anyway, here, you're gonna get a taste. That's how much damage Mime can do. I got him half health with one ability. I know now, if I take this fight, he's dead. Like, I have to hit him into a wall one more time, and this guy's over. So, get an early kill on the Zorora, and Zorora is a carry champion. So, we want to make sure, again, that we're trying to get those buffs as early as possible. They've been sitting around for a little bit, but nothing too bad, especially since we killed their jungler. He's going to be a little bit slower clearing. It might get our laners some pressure to get some more of those neutral minions. But for right now, we're kind of just playing it cool. We kind of took note, okay, top seems to be farming very well, and bottom's kind of just running into them for some reason. But more than anything, we're really just trying to get our level 9, because it's Mr. Mime, that is your ultimate. I see that Slowbro, again, is way too deep. I don't see a reason to fight. The bees aren't up yet. There's really no reason for him to be up that far. And if I go up there, there's a good chance that I just die as well. Now we've caught that Mime. I make the conscious decision not to go and kill him. I know Machamp can get him as soon as he has his unstoppable move up, submission. So I'm just fighting over the bees. We get the big one at least, the majority of the others. And then our Slowbro is here, and we actually get the kill on the Machamp as well. We see the Zorora scoring behind. We're going to score 90 to Zorora's 20. So, like, you tell me. It's no contest in my mind. We made the right decision. I don't want to mess with fighting him. I would rather take Dreadnought, but our team doesn't seem to want to do that. Again, Slowbro's 1v2. We're not attempting Dreadnought here. I really want to get my ult. Sadly, it looks like the middle camps are already taken, so I'm just going to go back and try and get my buffs again. Keep it in mind that it's so much experience getting those buffs. So right now, we got our ult off of this Ludicolo, but we can see that bottom is really struggling. Machamp's getting 1-on-2 right now with the jungler, so I expect that to be a 1-on-3 very soon, and I don't think they're going to wait for me to fight at all. So I make the decision right now. I say, you know what, we already got the full bottom. let's just go ahead and take Rotom up top. By the time I get down there, they're probably going to be dead, which you'll find out is actually a really great prediction. Our Machoke dies, and then our Slowbro's 1-on-3. If I say, you know what, we're gonna take what we can, and we're gonna grab this Rotom up top, right? That's something that I think needs to be done in solo queue more. If your team isn't doing so great bottom, and if your team is not grouping, you can just take that top Rotom, and you're gonna get so much off of that. We immediately got 20 score from Rotom, 36 from me, and 30 from Ninetales. So altogether, you know, we're really close to 80-90 points there, which is wonderful. We break their top goal, they get Dreadnought, and I am gonna take these neutral minions. So overall, you know, their experience is not that much higher than mine, and that's your whole goal early game, especially when you're jungling, is get up to that level 13. Make sure your moves are as powerful as they can be. So, that being said, we are going to be taking the jungle camps once again. If you're playing Mime in the jungle, something I tested right there is you can actually hit both minions into the wall. Now here's a great example of the damage Mime does. That's insane. We half health Machamp. He has to flash or he was dead in 2 seconds. So we'll let him out of there. No reason to chase him hardcore. Doesn't really matter. We'll help our teammates behind with a couple free kills here. You can see I'm getting close to level 12 and this guy just hit level 10. If that shows you the level difference here. Immediately, I know they're going to kill him. Do not be a glory hog. If they've got the kill, just let them get it. There's no reason. And go grab the neutral farm or farm from their jungle. If you can steal experience from the enemies, that's how you press your advantage in solo queue. So I'm always thinking, what can I farm? How can I level up? You level up by scoring. You level up by killing the jungle monsters. All that good stuff. You do not level up by killing them. Not at all. So, here we are. We're running around in the jungle, making sure that we're killing these neutral minions. And we see that, again, we're losing a 2-on-3 bottom, and Rotom is spawning. So, I thought about going back and helping them, and I said, you know what? No, we need to get Rotom here. They're probably going to get Dread as soon as it spawns, so let's just make sure that we get Rotom, okay? So here, we're really focusing it down hard. Pikachu does a lot of good damage, Ninetales does a lot of good damage, and I just want to back, because I'm thinking with my ult and with being level 12, I can probably contest Dread by myself. So I'm trying to walk down there, trying to do a little bit, but they actually don't go to it. So just by taking that Rotom, we actually scared them enough that they didn't go get Dreadnought. So again, just being aware that our team was going to lose that 2v3 anyway actually got us the Dreadnought. If this were a 5-stack, it probably doesn't work, but we are playing solo queue. Now here, let's pause. Something really important. It's 3 minutes left into the game, and I see that we are about to lose Dreadnought to the Zorora. I know that if Zorora ults, I have to ult. I have to get this Dreadnought. I don't want him to steal it. But I'm a little bit nervous because as you get to that 3-minute mark, that's when you need to start preparing for the Zapdos fight. And how you win in solo queue is by carrying that Zapdos fight by yourself, right? Dictating as much as possible, and that's so much easier to do with your ult. Now, that being said, I'm running Energy Amplifier, which means my ult does a ton of damage. Zorora is one of the biggest damage dealers, especially to these big jungle minions in the game. And I know that Mime's ult can stun him out of some of that damage. So there was no hesitation. As soon as I saw him, I'm popping my ult. I am using it, all right? So we actually do secure the Dreadnought. And let's keep track. I believe it's 2:55 whenever we stop our ult. And that gives us 55 seconds before Zapdos to build our ult. Let's take a look at this with Energy Amplifier, which gives us a little bit extra cooldown. Let's take a look. All right, so we end up securing the Dreadnought. Like I said, 2:55. The Zorora has to go all the way back. There's no way that they stay in. And we've got now 50 seconds. We're already sitting at about 20% for our ult, which is nuts. And I am on a mission. I don't care about levels. I've hit level 13. That was my goal, to get all my leveled up moves. And now my goal is just to make sure my ultimate is available for the first portion of that Zapdos fight. So whatever I need it for, I've got it. I am running Buddy Barrier on this build, so my ult can swing for the entire team fight, right? We could save someone with it, we could kill people with it, like, Having ult up is a big deal. So we spent about 40 seconds farming since our ult went down, and we're already at 86%. That is insane for any character, y'all. If you aren't playing Mime just for the ult alone, like that is nuts. That is nuts. We got it up just before Zapdos, and we get this message. I'm paused. This message is important. Pay attention to these messages. You get an update at 2 minutes and 1 minute. You don't get to know the score throughout the game, but you get an update at 2 minutes and at 1 minute. So here it says we're struggling, but it doesn't say we're really struggling or we're really behind. So I know we're about 100 points behind is probably the maximum. So that means that I am in a power position. I just got my ult up. I have 50 points on my person, and I am almost level 14. I am the highest level in the game, and I can score 100 points for our team right now, okay? So I know that I have all of the power right now. If I can 1-on-2 their team and then score those points, that puts us in the lead, and then we just have to sit back and defend. So having those points, very important. Having your ult, very important. Being a high level, very important. And I know I'm in the power position to run the rest of this game. So let's see how we go. I want to keep an eye out. They got Zorora up top, wonderful. I believe they're going to get Mime as well, which is great. So that means they're 2 down already. Yep. So right here, we see the Machamp go. I know I can't catch him, so I kind of peel off. And Ninetales walks straight into my damage. There's no contest here. If you've played Mime at all, you know this is just a one fight already. So there are 3 people down. They've lost their Zorora, they've lost their Mime, they've lost their Ninetales. Machamp was somewhere in the middle, and there's 1 missing. So keeping track of where the enemies are at this stage in the game is so crucial. It's important throughout, but at this stage in the game, when there's double points and we're behind by a very small margin, is huge, okay? So I said, you know what? With 3 down, 1's in the middle, and 1's missing, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm sprinting to the bottom to try and score. We see Slowbro is in the middle and Machamp rotated up top. Zorora is barely gonna stop us here, but I play it cool. I know that I can 1v1 him. No big deal. We've got level up moves, and this, pause. This is something that I don't see enough in the game. 2 things. First, we gotta pay attention to that score. Machamp just got 100, so we're kind of keeping notes in our head. We think we were about 100 behind before, at most, and then Machamp just scored 96. So in my head, I'm saying, okay, we need 200 to really secure the win here, right? And that's give or take a little bit, obviously. But this jump pad strat, if you're not using the jump pads, and especially at this rank where we're almost veteran, use those jump pads. It is huge. So not only does it get distance between you and whoever's chasing you, but it also creates a situation where if there's 2 or 3 people chasing me, like in the situation right there, there were 2 people chasing me, only 1 can come over on the jump pad. So I've turned a 1v2 into a 1v1, and Mime is the master of 1v1s. So let's take a look at how that plays out for us. Because I made the conscious decision to use that, I immediately burst down this Zorora. I have my ult up to counter his, and then it's a 1-on-3 to kill this Mime that came behind it. It's as simple as that, y'all. And again, no hesitation at all. I see 1 person up top. We see 3 dead. I am sprinting for that goal because I know we need 200 points, and I have half of that on me. So it is huge if I can score here. We actually see the Machamp show up middle. I scroll over to see Zapdos is nowhere close to dying, and we just go for that score. Easy as that. Now I'm thinking we need just 1 more big score, and I think we've got it. I'm thinking maybe I can try and get my ult back up. Zorora jumps in on us again. Easy kill. I do hold still here because I see my Machamp. I know if he gets a couple hits on him, it's a free kill. We trade 1 for 1 there, and again, I see Mime middle, and I see 2 chasing me. I think maybe I can get the jump pad off. Sadly, I can't, but I play it cool. I know that I can 1v1 them, so I try and isolate the Ninetales. Boom. Easy kill. Now, let's pause again. Keeping track of the enemies. 2 dead. 2 in the middle. 1 chasing me. And what do we see on the map? Our Pikachu, with almost 100 points of their own, is up top. So I know my job right now is just to stay alive. There's no way that they're killing that Zapdos. There's no way this Slowbro gets up there, so we just have to live right now. and our Pikachu gets a free almost 100. So now I'm thinking, dude, we might have clutched out this game where we were behind going into Zapdos, and we didn't even have to secure Zapdos, right? So I'm kiting out the Slowbro, no worries. Mime makes a smart decision to go and get a small score up top, but keep in mind, guys, between Pikachu and us, we scored 180. 180 in the final 2 minutes. They scored only about, I think it was 120 or something between Mime and Machamp. We scored 180 in that final 2 minutes, and we got to do that because Mime could isolate 1, 2, or 3 of their team. I consistently 1v2'd, I consistently 1v3'd, and I had the points to actually go and dunk myself. That is how you carry a solo queue game. Now, let's take a look at the stats real quick as well. For those of you who don't quite believe me, we did get the MVP, by far the most points, and I believe we were very, very close to getting the most damage as well. Only Pikachu and Zorora beat us in damage. And keep in mind, within those final 2 minutes, we were the reason that the Zorora died twice in those 2 minutes, and at the 3-minute mark. So we destroyed the Zorora, their hardcore carry, 3 times in the final moments when it mattered, and we split up the enemies. We kept track and we split up the enemies, making sure that our team had room to either secure Zapdos on their own or score points themselves like I and Pikachu did. Mime is insane, y'all. I cannot wait. I have so many good games saved up. Check out the Twitch if you want to be there while I'm live. Subscribe to the channel as well to support. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace out. Give Mime a chance. I'm telling you, it'll change your world.